know how to do it, how to bring in. You can go out in the middle of the forest someplace around your town, wherever, and get the palm of your hand wet. Got to be a lot wetter than that. I don't have the wetness right now, but you make like that,
Uh-huh.
But if you listen to Baby Bird a few times, you get the hang of it right away. And
Okay.
it's not just predator birds that'll come and stuff like that, but all the birds will come. They all want to see the baby bird. It's like
Yeah.
a little baby down there last week, and Sonia was here,
Mm-hmm.
and her little girl heard the baby crying from a distance.
Uh-huh.
So, baby, baby, I'm going to see the baby, and Sonia just let her run off, and she ran on down there to Robin's, and there was a baby there. Robin was holding it. She
Oh.
just loved that. So that's pretty interesting.
So your friend would eat the birds? He would call the birds and then eat them?
Who we talking about now?
Your friend who made the bird sounds on his hand?
Oh, well, he was a hunter. He was
Oh.
collecting for a guy who, he's a rich guy up there in West LA, owned this whole building up there, one of them big buildings.
Mm-hmm.
And it was all modern too.
Hmm.
And so he sent my friend down to Mexico to collect certain rare birds that he didn't have in his collection. You know,
Oh.
and
To hang on his wall, kind of, to stuff?
no, they didn't. They stuffed them, but they stuffed them like they were just laid out perfect and laying on their back, like. And so it was a bird, the male and the female, they'd have right next to each other,
Mm-hmm.
and then a little glass thing cover them so you could just walk by and look at them.
Hmm.
Or you could open it up and take them out or whatever. But so I went down there with him one time. That was pretty exciting.
Down to Mexico?
Yeah,
Oh.
uh, we went and we went night hunting for one thing. That was spooky as heck to me down in Mexico. I mean, there's mountain lions and there's everything else down there too.
Uh-huh.
So as I thought I'd be going with him. He said, "No, you go that way and I'll go this way." He was
Oh.
not afraid of the dark and all the animals at all, but I sure was. So I said, "Okay." So I went over there and I'd be quiet and walking along, and without a light, and it was a dark night,
Mm-hmm.
which rhymes. So let's see. Oh, so I hear a bunch of loud noise and crashing through the brush and coming right at me. I was freaking out.
Hmm.
It was like my end days right then coming at me. And all of a sudden, this burro runs right by me. Just right by me. This far. And I didn't know it was a burro till it got like right here.
Yeah.
They're going right by me. Oh, that was spooky. I didn't want no more hunting and nothing ever.
Did you hunt down the burro, catch him?
No, that most likely belonged to some Mexican down there.
Hmm.
Let them wander around this place or whatever. A lot of different styles of living down
In Mexico?
there. Yeah.
Oh.
So a lot of people just living off out in the mountains and Indians and all that.
Hmm. Well, I know you've been to Canada and Mexico and here in America.
Yeah.
Anywhere else you've been?
Hawaii.
Hawaii, that's right.
That was pretty cool. I've been a lot of other places too, but that's all in my dreams.
All in your dreams? Where at in your dreams?
Hmm?
You've been places in your dreams?
Oh yeah, I've been many places, everywhere just about.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Have you ever had an out-of-body experience?
Well, I kind of think a dream is kind of an out-of-body experience. You know,
Yeah?
that's kind of what I think. But people always claim they're having them, you know, right after they've been in the surgery and all that.
Mm-hmm.
But I think when you go into a dream state, you're in an out-of-body experience, you know.
Yeah.
And I know I've got really close to God in dream states, you know, really.
Yeah.
Like he was explaining to me things and talking to me.
Hmm.
You know, it's just, I think I told you that. I wanted to go see God. I wanted to be with him. I had enough of this planet, you know. I was kind of suicidal at the time. But he said, nope, you're too young and you're too inexperienced. You don't know nothing hardly, whatever. I'm putting it in my words. He
Yeah.
has. When God talks, it's all beautiful and you understand. Every last thing he says makes super sense and all that. You know?
Mm-hmm.
So he told me, no, I was too young and all that. You know? So I kept insisting, you know. And so he said, well, I don't know what he said then, but he just all of a sudden what happened was a big snake was above me. And I didn't even look up there because I knew it wasn't true. You know, I knew this was God testing me for some reason to
Mm-hmm.
show that I was inexperienced and didn't know nothing, you know, and
Yeah.
couldn't hang in there with him at all because, you know, he's just too far out there. And so the snake just kept getting closer and closer. And I said, I'm not going to get afraid, you know, because I know it's not real, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Closer and closer they came, closer and closer and closer, till finally I panicked, you know, just panicked. Just, and that wasn't in a dream. I'm
Oh.
thinking that was just regular out in the open daytime. You know, I was like meditating. I was talking to God, and
Yeah.
so I had a lot of experiences with God actually, and I think I'm having one right now. You know,
Hmm.
I know God, you know, created you.
Mm-hmm.
He put you right where you're sitting now. You know, He made you and everything. So I know He's seeing through you, hearing through you. You know, I think He puts us around to do these kind of things sometimes, just for a million different reasons. You don't have time to explain to nobody. Maybe it's just for I would be interested in things, you know, and learn something or whatever.
So tell me about that time you and my mom saw Jesus.
I was up in the mountains, in Santa Monica Mountains, and Tuna Canyon, and we was hiking up the side of the steep mountain, and we got pretty much up the top, I think, and I heard her say, "Look, Bob," and so I looked. She was pointing up there like that, and I said, "What do you see?" Because I want to make sure I wasn't just nuts, you know.
Yeah.
So, but I saw Jesus, you know. And
Yeah.
so I told her, I saw Jesus. I see Jesus, you know. And she said, you know, like I was a dummy.
Uh-huh.
And for not just realizing that right off the bat, you know. So that's that time. You know. I seen so many things with her. I was along the coast. I think I told you this, but and along the park there in Santa Monica, and right next to a big hotel there. I can't think of it, but there's a little park there. It's not like the big park, and I noticed everybody was pointing up along the top of these clouds. And I looked up, and it was such a beautiful cloud formations, you know, just so beautiful. And it was like chariots all the way across the top of the clouds, like chariots with horses and the angels driving them, and you know, it was just all beautiful. And I would have had a problem with that one, except that I saw everybody else pointing, you know. And so I knew that too. It's
pretty incredible.
yeah, I mean, there's so many things happening all the time that we don't get to see that are actually happening, and some people get to see and some people don't. So the big thing when he's talking about parables in the Bible, he said not everybody gets to understand this. Some people can see it, but they can't perceive it. And so like they would see him after he'd come back to life, but they couldn't really believe it. You know, it's like I had times when I couldn't believe this, you know, but it was actually happening, and I wasn't big enough to understand it or something. I wasn't grown up enough to understand it. I remember sleeping by a railroad track one time.
Yeah.
That was really cool. And with friends. It was about 4 of us, I think. Brother George included, I think. Pretty sure. And
cool.
so we're sleeping like from here to you pretty much. And right there, like from the railroad tracks. And that train started coming in the middle of the night, and I was asleep, and it got louder and louder. Oh gosh, it was, pretty soon it took over everything, like, you know, it just scared me to death, like, you know, because I forgot I was even, you know, sleeping by a railroad or anything, you know. I think it had a pretty weird effect on everybody.
That would, yeah.
And I remember after that always thinking, these poor people that live by the railroad tracks, and every night they hear that. Some nights, you know, I have a hard time finding the bathroom because, you know, I forget exactly where I'm at. A lot of times I'd be camping, and I think my little potty place was over there, and it was really over there because I had turned around at night or something, and searching frantically, trying, and it's getting ready to come out, and I'm searching hard, starting to dribble out, and I'm searching and searching and searching, and finally I just had to let it go, I remember. And then after that, I think it's like I found my flashlight, or the daylight came eventually, and I realized, you know, everything was all turned around. And it was so crazy.
That is crazy.
Yeah. Life gets us all like that, I think, you know. Sure, you have some wild, crazy things go on in your life.
Every once in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, every
I
once
bet
in a while.
more than every once in a while. With all them boys, oh man, you must have some dreams that they put you on that just must blow your mind away, you know?
Usually I'm too exhausted to dream. I just get in bed and...
Yeah, yeah, I can see that. They're a handful. And fighting, I can imagine some of the fights they might have.
How about you and your brothers? Did you fight?
Ooh, yeah.
Did you?
Oh gosh, it was awful.
So you were the oldest, then
Yeah.
George, then Jimmy. How?
Yeah.
And you guys tried to beat up Jimmy, right? You guys took turns?
Oh no.
No? That's what he said.
He just kidding. Whatever. We might have bullied him. I'm not going to deny that because that's kind of a natural process. The reason the bigger boys bully the little guys is because they don't want them to be real wimpy and soft, and they
Oh.
know how much they can take, and they
Mhm.
want them to be able to stand up like a man and do their thing.
Toughen them up.
Yeah, but they're
Yeah.
not doing it, not trying to hurt them. They don't come out with no broken arms and stuff like that. It's all after the fight. You don't have no wounds or nothing.
Mhm.
Except my brother George, he used to get pretty mad at me. Stabbed me with a pencil.
Oh, really?
I had a red mark for years. And I went told my father about that. He said, "Go shake hands. Get it over with." That's all he ever had to say. Go shake hands. Get it over with.
Did you?
Yeah, I think so. That was the best way in the end.
Uh,
It's always the best way. Go shake hands and get it over with. Forgive them and get it over with.
yeah.
'Cause nobody really means that stuff. Even if they do, it's still best to shake hands and get it over with.
Mhm.
And to go say you're sorry,
Yeah.
Even if you're not sorry. I think those might be some of the baby birds flying back up here.
Yeah. I hear the birds in the nest. Maybe that's mom and dad.
Maybe. Well, there's a nest down at that end, too.
Oh.
One there and one there, so.
Two nests. Yeah.
Yeah. I hope they make it all right. It is a rough world for a baby bird.
It is. There's a lot of big birds waiting to eat them.
Yeah, crows will eat them probably. I don't know, but I know seagulls, they should eat a lot of things. They'll eat any baby critter. Let's see. All right. Seagulls. Seems like some seagull one time just gave me a lizard or something like that.
Gave you a lizard?
Something like that.
Oh.
I don't remember for sure. They're so cool. I love the seagulls. And I don't see if they go to different nests or the same. Well, we still couldn't tell because. Now the one's got red chest and the other one's got kind of spotted chest.
Mhm.
So that could be male, female, or
Yeah.
baby bird. But baby birds usually got some baby fluff on them someplace.
Yeah, they do.
So I don't know. But he looks sort of like a baby bird to me because he don't look like he knows what he's doing.